Welcome everyone to our deep dive into Mafia, the old country. This is the new one in the Mafia series, right? Takes us way back, 1900s Sicily. It's a prequel following Enzo Favara, this anti-hero, from working in sulfur mines right up into a proper crime family. And the whole thing is built to feel like a classic mob movie. Very linear, very cinematic. But here's what got me thinking, and it's a really interesting design question. If a game is so focused on its story, how do you keep people playing after the credits roll?
Yeah, that's exactly the challenge. Hangar 13, the developers really leaned into here. Because Mafia, the old country, it's got a pretty tight main story, maybe 13, 15 hours, and interestingly, no New Game Plus. So instead, what they did was build out these really solid chapter replay and explore modes, and these aren't just tacked on. They feel like core parts of the design, meant to keep you immersed, keep you engaged. So our mission today basically is to dig into how these modes actually work, what they let you do, and why they're pretty essential if you want to really master the game or find everything.
Okay, yeah, let's start with chapter replay then. So you finish the main story. What does this mode actually let you do?
Right, so chapter replay lets you jump back into any chapter you've already beaten. And the key thing is, it's totally separate from your main save file, which is brilliant, actually. It means you can replay your favorite bits, maybe try out different tactics in a fight or a stealth section, or hunt down something you missed, all without messing with your main story progress.
Oh, that separation is fantastic. I mean, who hasn't accidentally overwritten a crucial save, right? We've all been there. But progression-wise, do you need to beat the whole game first to unlock any of this, or does it unlock chapter by chapter as you go?
No, you do need to finish the main narrative first before those individual chapters become available for replay. And that seems like a very deliberate choice. They clearly want you to experience Enzo's story, that whole descent. Exactly as they paced it out the first time. Preserves the impact,
Makes sense. Okay, for the completionists listening, big question. Collectibles. If I missed, say, a note hidden in a specific story mission area, can I grab it in chapter replay and have it count?
Absolutely. And this is actually pretty cool how they handled it. Unlike a lot of games, Mafia, the old country saves any collectible instantly to your profile the second you pick it up. Doesn't matter if it's a note, one of those historical Trinacria things, or even a gameplay charm, it just saves right away. So even if you die or quit the chapter early, you keep it. It's smart, respects your time, makes exploring feel rewarding, not like a chore you might have to repeat.
That is smart. Okay, and what about gear? All the cool guns or cars you've bought or unlocked later in the game. Can you take those back into an early chapter replay?
Yep, everything. Every weapon, item, vehicle, even your horse, any charms you've unlocked or bought in the main game, it's all available in chapter replays, which obviously lets you approach early missions, maybe with a bit more firepower or just mess around with different loadouts. Adds a whole new layer to replaying stuff.
Right, so chapter replay handles the story segments, but then there's also this explore mode. How does that fit in? What's the free roam like?
So Explore mode is basically your free ticket to wander the whole Sicily map. No mission constraints. What's interesting is how it's a bit different from maybe the older free ride modes in past games. It seems less focused on giving you specific side missions and more about just letting you soak in the world. You can really appreciate the environment they built, find little hidden spots, and yeah, crucially, it's your main place for hoovering up collectibles out in the open world.
Okay, so chapter replay is key for items locked inside story missions, and explore mode is for everything scattered across the map itself.
Exactly, that's the basic split. Explore mode actually unlocks pretty early right after the prologue, but its main purpose, especially post-game, is tracking down the hundreds of collectibles out there. It's also where you naturally go to spend your denarii on new gear, try out those nice period cars, or just, exist in that 1900s Sicily setting. I think it shows they understand some players just want to take their time, explore, without pressure.
Sounds really flexible. And can you change the difficulty for these modes? Like, could I dial it down for a chill collectible hunt or crank it up if I really want to practice, say, the combat?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can change the difficulty whenever you want for both chapter replay and explore mode. So easy is perfect if you just want to relax and find stuff without much hassle. But putting it on hard, that's where you really test your skills, especially with things like the knife duels or the stealth. It makes you listen for cues, really nail those dodges on attacks you can't parry. Maybe use Enzo's instinct ability more strategically to spot weaknesses or paths. It's a great way to get good.
So let's kind of pull this all together. What does this setup mean for you, the player, in Mafia, the old country? These post-game options, chapter replay and explore, they really do give the game legs beyond the main story, right? They let you not just see Enzo's story again, but really dig into the mechanics, find every secret, and all without messing up your original playthrough. Plus, you keep all your cool stuff.
Right. And if you look at the bigger picture, it really highlights that back to the roots thing Hangar 13 talked about.
Okay.
They prioritized a strong linear story. But that didn't mean the experience just stops at the end. The way collectibles just carry over seamlessly, the way your whole arsenal is always there. It makes replaying things feel really rewarding, not like starting over. And it does raise an interesting thought, doesn't it? In today's world of massive, sometimes overwhelming, open-world games, does Mafia, the old country's approach, this tight, focused story, but with these very specific, powerful tools for replay and exploration, offer maybe a more concentrated, perhaps even more satisfying way to feel like you've truly completed everything? Something to chew on maybe as you think about heading back into those Sicilian streets.